When I first got into Childish Gambino, it was when his first album, Camp, came out. And he changed so much as an artist from Camp to Because the Internet. And I really loved what he did on Camp. And so when I heard Because the Internet, it didn't take me in as quickly, and I actually went back to it maybe a couple years after it came out, and then it clicked with me. Um, so on his first album, he was all about his wordplay and his silliness, and just kind of hooked you with that. But because the internet, he really hooks you with his storytelling and his attitude and his persona almost. And a cool thing
Yeah.
about this album is, so at the end of camp, there's this whole monologue about him being on a bus coming home from camp, and he's talking as if he's from the perspective of a character called the boy, and he tells this secret to this girl in the bus, and then he falls asleep, and then she tells everybody, and then at the end everyone's making fun of him, and he has more of a cynical outlook on life. And that story carries over to Because the Internet, and it has way more of a cynical outlook on life. And he continues the story of the boy through this album. And the cool thing is he actually wrote a screenplay to go along with the album,
Oh,
which actually,
Oh,
like,
yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it
wild.
you read it and it coincides with the songs, and it really makes it very cinematic and very well put together. And it's such a phenomenal record that I cannot ever recommend highly enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I love The Weeknd so much, is because of that strong storytelling and cinematic element. That sounds like exactly my kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, I guarantee you enjoy it very, very much.
I
Yeah, and
remember I started writing rap lyrics to the beat for 3005 back in high school. I remember
Yeah.
that. That wasn't the first song I rapped to, I think, but that was one of them. Like I remember hearing that as a single. Fuck yeah. The lyrics were so fun on that too.
Mm-hmm. Now that's a very infectious beat. That's a great beat.
Yeah, it was like too infectious.
how is it musically? Like, is there like that mix of rap and singing, or was this more of a rap one?
This was his transition from rap to singing. So it had some good rapping on it, but mostly it was him going into singing, and he would just croon throughout the album, and it was beautifully done. which is
Yeah,
why
that's cool.
which is why it didn't click with me at first, because I did love his rap so much in his other album that I wanted more of that. So like songs like 3005 and Sweatpants, if you've heard that one, those two songs
Yeah.
have the most rapping on them, aside from Life, the Biggest Troll at the very end.
Yeah,
But most of the album is him singing, and like I said, just having this like cynical attitude. He's kind of playing the part of his character from the screenplay that carries over from his first album. It's so much to get into. Musically, it's very well done too. It's very, very big. It's almost like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but not as Kanye. Um,
literally, I guess.
yeah, it's
Wasn't
it's
he acting at this time too? Like in Community? He was had started already, right?
no, yeah, he'd been acting during his other album too, during his
Yeah, like
mixtapes
how did he
before
have
his album.
time
He's
for all
he
that?
he's been doing so
That's
much for so long.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So yeah, that's my number one for sure.